Welcome to the Benzano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. The Indiana Fever, damn, back to their old ways. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, and this organization is an old dog. Caitlin Clark, the new trick, and they still are up to their old bad habits. Yeah, it is what it is. Caitlin Clark is stuck in this putrid organization. ... for now, until Caitlin Clark says, yeah, I'm out of here. Until Caitlin Clark holds out on signing that epic deal, and they start sweating in the front office. She's gonna leave us. Yeah, she's out of here. Don't even bother signing that player and this, that. Don't even bother. We're out of this dump. We're leaving. We're going somewhere else. Love to see it. Caitlin Clark back on the injury report. Not only back on the injury report, listed as out an hour and a half before tip-off for the game. Caitlin Clark missed practice the day before the game. They failed to list her on the injury report. She didn't even need to be listed as out on the injury report. She could have been listed as game time decision on the injury report. She could have been listed as questionable on the injury report. She could have been listed as probable on the injury report. It didn't need to be a clean injury report. That's the main gripe with the whole, well, you had a clean injury report on Tuesday. People say, okay, everybody's healthy. They go out, they spend their money, they get tickets, they make the arrangements to get to the game. And as they're driving to the arena, then you release that, oh, actually, Caitlin Clark's out. But you knew she didn't practice the day before, so at least have some decency for your fans who've been supporting you. Maybe give them a heads up. Now, there's a theory going around. Not a bad theory. Not a bad theory at all. Caitlin Clark, this was suspension. This was an under-the-table suspension, a punishment from the Indiana Fever organization for yelling at Brianne January and getting into it with Stephanie White and saying, Stephanie, get out of my room. Allegedly. There's no reprimanding to the coaches. The coaches can just grab, scratch, and claw on Caitlin Clark, and there's no punishment for them. Caitlin Clark gets grabbed by her coaches more than she gets grabbed by her opponents on the floor. Well, that's very interesting. But my theory on that, if Caitlin Clark was suspended, in my mind, if she was suspended, it makes sense having her practice Tuesday and suspending her on Wednesday anyway. You don't allow her to miss practice on Tuesday if you're planning on suspending her Wednesday. You know, the train of thought of the punishment would be like, all right, you're going to practice Monday, you're going to practice Tuesday, and Wednesday, you're suspended. Not, you're going to practice Monday, Tuesday, we're going to hold you out. Tuesday, you're not going to participate. Tuesday, you're going to get treatment for your back. And then Wednesday, you're suspended. That's number one. Number two, if she was suspended, her parents probably would have turned the fuck around and said, oh, fuck these guys. Excuse my language. Pardon me. If she was suspended, her parents probably would have turned the F around and said, damn, we're out of here. Damn, we're not going to show up and watch this. We're not going to show up. That's just my thought on that theory. Now, if she's injured, you know, her parents can be like, oh, I feel bad. Let me make sure you're okay. I'm going to still get there. We'll talk after the game, so on and so forth. That's just my take on it. If Caitlin Clark's suspended, she's calling her parents, man, fuck these guys. Don't even bother coming. Don't even bother coming. Don't even bother coming because I got to act like I'm happy on the bench. You don't want to see that. Just go home, guys. You know what I mean? Let's get into some reaction, shall we? Like the video, hype the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. Jason Whitlock. After injuring and destroying their golden goose in year 1 and 2, the WNBA changed the way games are officiated under the pretense of freedom of motion. They changed the rules after damaging their meal ticket. Clown show. Fire everybody. Did they damage their meal ticket? It's sure feel. I mean, let's talk about this real quick. If we're doing this load managing deal, if we're doing this strategic planning, which is what Waterboy Scott Agnes is saying, strategic planning, well, that's load management. for doing load management an hour and a half before the game, well, NBA teams get investigated for stuff like that. I'm just throwing that out there. NBA teams, they get investigated and fined for stuff like that. It's number one. Number two, if we're doing load management with Caitlin Clark, if I'm a fan, I'm very concerned. If I'm a fan who's getting ready to go to a game, I am very concerned. Is this going to be a game that she gets load managed? Am I safe buying tickets here in the middle of June? Am I safe buying tickets here in the middle of July? Is she going to screw me out? Am I going to get screwed by this Indiana Fever organization? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Folks, remember how all this transpired last year? Chloe Bibby. Remember Chloe Bibby, day-to-day with her knees, day-to-day with her knees, day-to-day with her knees. Oh, she's perfectly healthy. Next day, oh, actually, she's out for the season. Actually, she's out for the season. So to give this organization any trust, you're really asking for a lot. David Chow, professional football doctor, ex-NFL head team doctor for 17 years, injury analysis of the NFL, NBA. Coach speak in WNBA, not managing a back injury, managing a back issue. I believe it, Doc. I think this is an injury. I don't think this is suspension. I think this is an injury that they're mismanaging. Clearly. And I blame all the reporters who saw her wear a back brace in preseason and didn't say anything. I blame all the reporters that were there in practice and saw Caitlin Clark not participating / not there in practice, not asking questions. Wait, why wasn't Caitlin Clark participating in practice? Wait, why wasn't she taking part in those drills? I'm questioning all of them as well. You guys sure told us when Monique Billings was practicing. You guys sure told us when Lexi Hull was practicing. You guys sure told us when this person was stretching with the team. You made us know about everybody else, but you didn't make us know about Caitlin Clark. Why is that? Very interesting. WNBA teams must report information concerning player injuries, illnesses, other medical conditions, or arrests for all WNBA games by 5 p.m. local time the day before a game, other than the second day of a back-to-back. Teams must designate a participation status and identify a specific injury, illness, or medical condition, or other reason for any player whose participation in the game may be affected for any reason. For the second game of back-to-back, teams must report. All right, so the Fever definitely didn't follow these rules. So the Fever definitely didn't follow these rules. I mean, all these guys got to go. Strategic management plan. All these guys got to go. Stephanie White says they expected Caitlin Clark even without practicing, so she didn't even practice. Again, this is when he put her as probable, questionable, game time decision. They're going to do anything but not to say day to day, so they're just going to wait until the last minute now. Now it's last minute. There's a lot of incompetence going around in this organization. There's a lot of incompetence going around with the people that the people that cover this team, the credentialed media that are holding on to the credentials like it's the fucking one ring to rule them all. Acting like damn Gollum out there with their credentials. My precious. It's nasty work. It's wild what some people will do just to keep their WNBA credentials. It's crazy how they'll look the fans in their eyes every day and just blatantly lie just to keep their credentials. Blatantly spin a story in the way the front office wants it to be spun. Just to keep their credentials, just to keep their access. It's bad news bears. Now I am seeing that she's out for Friday. I'm not going to read too far into that. I know. I'm doing it to myself. I'm not gonna read too far into that. But I did see this Friday, May 22nd, injury report, Caitlin Clark out. Take that with a grain of salt. It could just be because she was out Wednesday that it just carries over to the next following game. I don't know, but I don't even want to believe that we're missing back-to-back games here. Well, if we start missing back-to-back games here, then I'm going to legitimately start getting concerned. Well, how serious is this injury actually? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support. Like the video, hype the video, and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.